Taurus, welcome to your love reading for the month of July. Let's get started. We're going to do things a little bit differently this month. So we're going to start by selecting an angel card. I've got the deck separated into its three categories. So I'm just going to shuffle again and take the card on the top. Okay, so for each of the decks, I'll do that. So the first card you got here is Remain Positive. I'll show them to you in a moment. Very interesting. First one to receive is Remain Positive. So when it comes to love, try to keep a positive outlook. Let's see here. Second card from the angel deck is a yes, exclamation yes. So Remain Positive and yes are your first two cards out. And we'll shuffle this section as well to get your third angel message on love. Oh, we got one that's flipped over. Within the next few weeks. Excuse me. So something could be shifting in love for you within the next few weeks. You've got a resounding yes and a Remain Positive. So we'll plant those over here. Very, very interesting first three cards for you. So I'm not sure here. This is intriguing. Something within the next few weeks could be unfolding with a positive outcome for you. So let's keep going here. We're going to consult this oracle deck as well. We've got three oracle decks and then we'll jump into the tarot cards. So for Taurus in July in love, looking for three cards. Thank you. There we go. Okay, let's see what you received. We've got honeymoon, passion, and this could be the one. So, wow, that is something to stay positive about. I feel like in the next few weeks, you're going to be experiencing either a meeting or a celebration with someone. If you're already in a relationship, it could be a celebration that is very confirming that the individual you're with is the one. You might be taking a trip. You might be planning something beautiful to do together. There is a lot of passion here. So if you're single or if you're in a relationship, it seems like within the next few weeks, you're sort of going to be receiving some confirmation that the individual that you're with is the one. Now, on the bottom of the deck, it's very interesting. Pay attention to the red flags. That I, just sort of looked at. So there is sort of a little bit of a caution here as well, which is maybe why you're being guided to stay positive. Perhaps you're overly focusing on the red flags, or perhaps there's something that you need to sort of be aware of before you move forward. Maybe in the next few weeks, you're going to uncover sort of the whole picture around this relationship. Now, this is interesting. Every relationship has something to sort of look at, maybe a little bit with caution here, but it's interesting to see both those messages, because I kind of feel like that could be that you might be overly focused on the caution. That's sort of how I'm feeling. You might be overly cautious right now. Let's see what this deck is going to say. The Wayfarer. Interesting. So the Wayfarer to me is a card that suggests that you're sort of moving around a lot and have this energy around you that you might not trust certain energies. Maybe that's why we're seeing the pay attention to red flags, is that you may have sort of been looking at this individual that you're thinking about, or the person that you're with, and you're wondering if they're going to stick around. You're wondering if they're going to stick around, or if this is sort of a stop on the way for them. I'm sort of feeling the energy that this is a big yes. So I think this person may be helping to bring some stuff to the surface for you, and that you're needing to just be trusting. I'm sort of feeling like those red flags are a call for you to see, do you really trust this person or not? I'm sort of thinking that they're trustworthy. That's how I'm feeling. But do you trust them? Will you allow passion in or not? Let's see what the tarot cards are going to say here for Taurus when it comes to love in July. That's too many. Let's see. First row. Okay. Oh, you've got a lot of cards here. So your first row here, we see the Hierophant, we see the Hermit, we see the Four of Pentacles, the Fool, the Six of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. Interesting. So yeah, there is something here that you need to stay positive about. You yourself could be sort of trying to find red flags where they don't exist right now, Taurus. And I'm sort of feeling that's why that red flag card came up, because the energy around this does feel like this person wants to sort of have a traditional commitment with you. And at the same time, they sort of want to have this beautiful new start with you. So that says to me that you are going to need to reflect on whether or not this is a situation that feels like it's in balance for you. And what is your sort of feeling about just releasing the passion and letting it all happen? You know, like I feel like you're being guarded when I see the Four of Pentacles. And the Seven of Swords there kind of makes me think that you're the one that might run away. You know, I almost feel like this is an interesting one. This feels like the person, whoever you would think of as your person, Taurus, whether or not you're in a relationship with them or not, it feels like they're sort of ready to commit here. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like this person wants a very traditional, committed sort of relationship with you, and wants to be the one, and wants to take the trip with you, and wants to have all of this passion unleashed, right? But it almost feels like you're holding back, Taurus. When I look at these cards, I'm sort of feeling like Taurus is the one holding back. And that if you want a new beginning, it's here if you want it. But what's the red flag for you? It almost feels like you're the one that doesn't trust something here, but it's coming from you. This person's all in. It feels like this person's all in. Look at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Rods in reverse, which tells me that your thumb is down. You're not feeling the passion. This other person, I think, is feeling the passion. Perhaps within the next few weeks, you're going to have a change of heart. We see Judgment underneath that Ace of Rods, which tells me that there is some outcome here for you and this person. Will you choose to sort of stay in a place where you're not willing to really release any of your true self? Or will you step into this with a new outlook and take a risk? You know, taking a risk to sort of be with someone and be passionate and be open and really just be yourself without worrying that this person has this desire to leave, when really I kind of feel like you're projecting that onto them. I feel like this Ace of Rods is your energy not being terribly interested or invested. This sort of feels like a reading for someone who's in a relationship. So if you're a Taurus in a relationship, have you really said yes to this person? What's going to shift in the next few weeks? It's interesting. It almost makes me think that you might shift, Taurus. You might shift and feel like, I'm going to really give this a new beginning. This, you know what this feels like? This feels like, because here's Taurus. Hierophant is a Taurus card. So is the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so it almost feels like Taurus needs to reflect more on what they're willing to sort of open up. Are you willing to open up? Are you willing to have passion with this person? Or is your thumb down? I kind of feel like your thumb is down to passion right now, but there is the option. You can always take a new path with this person to sort of clean the slate, feel that it's in balance, and then sort of just go for it. I almost feel like Taurus is holding back, and you're sort of lying to yourself a little bit by thinking that you don't want passion in your life, or you don't want this really strong connection. I feel like Taurus is guarding themselves right now. You're feeling guarded, and this person wants in. This person wants to be your person. This is very interesting. Will Taurus accept this love in July or not? Whether or not you're with this person or not, I feel like even if you're with them, you're holding back somehow based on what I'm seeing here. You're holding back somehow. You're telling yourself you're in balance. You're telling yourself you're good and that you feel like everything's fine, but it's not. It's not fine. Something here is making you feel like you're giving a thumbs down. I can't stop looking at this. This is not, when it's upright, it's a very passionate signal that it's a new passionate beginning. But when it's in the reverse, it makes me feel like you're saying no. You're saying no, and this person is saying yes. What will the final outcome be? It appears we're going to find out within the next few weeks. So that's within July. July could be a very revealing month for you. You are being guided to stay positive and to say yes. Notice that this yes has an exclamation mark. There's another yes that's just yes without the exclamation. But this is a time where you're being guided to go for something that I think right now you may be holding back. Very interesting. I'm going to leave it at that for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. If it's resonated for you and you'd like a personal reading, you can check out all the information for booking is in the description below. And consider liking, subscribing, and sharing this video if it resonated for you. I really appreciate your support here on the channel, and it's so wonderful to connect with you through these readings. I'm sending you so much love and light, my friends. Have a wonderful month.